I'm wearing the same outfit. I'm gonna be doing this for all of them. April 4th, I woke up and my roommate was dressing in drag, which was really funny. She like did like RuPaul's Drag Race and like got all done up, and I was like, hey, why don't you not do that and come with me on an adventure? And she was like, yeah, sure. So she changed out of some of it but kept the makeup on. And then we went out to go. Okay, so I have this piece of jewelry, like a bracelet that I got when I was like 8 years old from like a family friend. And my mom was like, that looks valuable. And I remembered that. And then I went home on my last break, brought it back, and thought, I can get money for this. So I found a jeweler. It didn't work. And I like went to the building and like got directed to a bunch of different places. And then this old woman, we named her Ethel because she was just so cute and old. And she saw my shirt, and that was like a sports team from like my community college, and was like, that's not a Chicago sports team. And I was like, oh my god, Ethel, fucking chill. She was really cute and really fun though. So she guided us to like this pawn shop on the 7th floor, and they gave me $8 for this necklace. Bracelet. And it was really funny, and now I have $8 extra. So I still have a burping issue. That's something that has not changed in the past year. Here's a cute text exchange from me and my girlfriend. My roommate, one of them, I have 6 roommates, one of them's very funny and went to my high school and said, Kate, C stands for cute, A stands for awesome, T stands for terrific, and E stands for excellent. And then I sent it to her and she said, I swooned. Ah, a poet. And then I said, thanks, you want to hear the one that Madeline came up with? Madeline's the one who dressed in drag. And she said, yes. And she said, C stands for cute, A stands for ass, T stands for tits, and E stands for enough for me. And then Kate said, O stands for octangular, W stands for wumbo, E stands for egg, and N stands for nuggets. So we have a wonderful relationship. So that's all I have from the 4th. So that clearly means I spent a lot of time with Kate, because that was all of our exchanges. April 5th, I slept through my 9 a.m., so that sucks, because my 9 a.m. I keep missing or sleeping through or not doing the homework for, but it's human sexuality, which is my favorite subject, and I have the best, most inclusive, wonderful teacher, so it's just a bad situation. I went to class like an hour late, and then I went to a different floor on the break in between the class. We get like, if it's a 3-hour class, we get like a break in the middle. And so I went down a floor to avoid my teacher, and then he came down on the same floor, and he was like, yo, how are you? And I was like, shit. And he was like, are you okay? You've been missing classes. And I was like, I honestly just have a fucked up sleep schedule. And he was like, it's okay. Like, I just want to know that you're doing all right. And I love him. I messaged my friend Erica, which is, I've probably mentioned, she's been in Vedas before. We're kind of distant now, which sucks, but she lives in the Philippines, so what are you gonna do? But I messaged her for the first time in a while on April 5th, asking what movie we watched on the way to the Philippines, and I think it was called Love Cafe or something, I think. And it was about like a guy who fell in love with this girl, and soup came out of his head and hot dogs came out of his mouth, sausages, it was fucking weird. April 5th was my last day in Chicago, and I like kind of had a gathering with some of my friends. Madeline, me, and Joey all went to Rin's room, and me and Madeline cleaned the entire apartment because it was really fucking messy, and we just hung out and chilled, and it was really nice. Cool.